to make that up.
Now they move into 125 pounds. Jack Medley, a redshirt senior, ranked number 18 in the nation, taking on Gage Curry, ranked number 31 in the nation. He's a redshirt senior as well. So it'll be Medley and not Nick Suriano here at 125.
We did see Nick Suriano wrestle an extra match before this duel, and he was able to pick up a technical fall decision over an Army wrestler as he's trying to work his way back into the lineup.
Nice outside single shot by Medley, and he gets the opening takedown on Curry. Medley, a third-place finisher at the Cliff Keen tournament. Curry, a seventh-place finisher at the Mat Men Open.
And as you start to think about this lineup, Greg, and obviously Medley ranked 18th, and you have Suriano, who's effectively coming off the bench, and at some point probably works his way into the starting lineup. That's a really dangerous wrestler to be adding to this already loaded lineup.
And that's why, when you add in Suriano, you have to put Michigan in that conversation to be the best in the nation.
And with Spencer Lee, the fantastic 125-pounder from Iowa, who's going to have surgery or may have already had it, he's not going to be wrestling this year. That really opens up, I think, the team race at NCAAs this year is, or is that Suriano down there? Up on the scoreboard, they just put up Suriano. Tough for us to tell from our vantage point up here.
I guess it is Suriano out there wrestling. I apologize to everyone at home. So Nick Suriano making his dual debut for Michigan.
We saw him about a half hour ago wrestle an extra match against Army right before this duel took place, so he's having to bounce back pretty quickly.
And that's why I thought he wouldn't be wrestling, especially with Medley being the projected starter here today.
So we're really going to see what this Michigan lineup can be at full strength with Suriano and Miles Amin coming back into the lineup. I think it was Miles' second duel of the season. 6-2 lead Suriano takes into the second period.
Suriano's going to go on the bottom to begin the second.
And Suriano's a wrestler that started his career at Penn State, transferred over to Rutgers, and now finishing out his career at Michigan. So he's been at 3 really good Big Ten programs.
Segue to potentially dangerous. Quick takedown for Suriano. He now leads 9-2 with 1:40 to go in the second period.
So with Suriano in the lineup, does that change your thinking? You still believe that the Michigan is a really solid 3 behind Penn State or Iowa, or do you feel that it's not that straightforward?
I think they're all pretty even teams, to be quite honest. And deep double leg takedown for Suriano. I think it just depends who wrestles their best at NCAAs as far as who would win, because there are a number of toss-up matches between the 3 teams. Obviously, Penn State gets Drew Hildebrandt from Central Michigan. Suriano definitely would be a favorite in that matchup at 125, but
that's still valuable points at a weight class that Penn State has been struggling at really since Suriano transferred. That's just a weight they haven't been able to figure out.
Yeah, really. I mean, Suriano didn't wrestle much for Penn State either, so almost really going back to Nico Megaludis once Megaludis graduated. It's been a tough spot for Penn State, as it's now 13-4 Suriano with 19 seconds left in the second period.
Panthers just trying to get on the board with a win here. Obviously, a tough way to do it with Suriano out there wrestling. Michigan won the first 4 matches with 2 falls, a decision, and then a major. Now Suriano looks like he's well on his way to at least a major, if not more, as we go into the third period. Suriano holding the lead of 13-4 over Curry.
Curry will go on the bottom to begin the third. Suriano, a NCAA champion at 133 pounds for Rutgers 2 years ago.
How do you feel he's looked today, Greg? I mean, he obviously had that tech fall against Army about a half hour ago, but seems to be looking pretty good right now against Curry of the Panthers.
Yeah, he's looking strong. He's at 133. I mean, he would have been in the mix, for the title, but 125. I mean, you almost in a way have to put him as the favorite right now. Doing an NCAA championship.
Another takedown there. He cuts him loose. That escape, 15-6 Suriano lead. He has the riding time assured at this point, so basically a 10-point lead here for Suriano.
Stalling call on Curry, his first, trailing 15-6.
1 minute remaining in the third.
Curry was tried to get in on a shot. Suriano so quick, able to fight it off now. He's back in. Suriano, always a wrestler. He has a very diverse offensive skill set. Typically, you see him pushing the action, just like we've seen today.
30 seconds remaining in the third period. 15-6 Suriano. Takedown will make it 17-6.
One on the escape for Curry.
Escape given.
Really a takedown clinic from Nick Suriano in his dual meet debut as he's trying to get this late takedown. Whistles with the riding time point. That's an 18-7 lead for Nick Suriano at 125.
23-0. Michigan out in front of Pitt as they head to 133 pounds. We're halfway through this duel with a 23-0 lead.